Hello. So what's going on with your Facebook? Is it going to get restored?
That's exactly what want to talk about for a minute.
Okay, good. I was curious about that.
Yeah, right now will do that. And I thank you for bringing it up. Hold just a minute. Let me get a little water. I'm very glad you brought that up. Hmm. I'm banned from Facebook. And let me try to explain this as quickly as I can. I have an account that I've worked on for a long time, at least 15 years, maybe more, raising up friends primarily to pass the word that Elohim has given me. I felt anointed to do that, like on YouTube and this way. Since 1998, I've been online with doing this, but not vocally writing. A huge website in 98, extended to 2013. Then we had a little problem in our little congregation here, which really had nothing to do with me or anybody else. And we decided to disband. I was just too sick at that time to do it anymore, to tell you the truth. And then Lee and I talked about it, and he convinced me that we needed to do this. So we started doing it in 13. How long have we been going then? About 12 years. That's what I thought. By the way, this service completes 10 years of 6 nights a week on Hebrew Nation Radio, a Hebrew Nation original. 10 years of 6 nights a week. Wow. Shouldn't we get a cake out or something? That's just incredible for me to think about that. Anyway, back on Facebook. So I'm banned. Somebody hacked my account there. And whoever it was obviously knows me and is a rival of some kind because they put out a lot of Christmas crap on there and purported that it was from me to you. Some of you that are on Facebook know that I'm not going to send out Christmas trees and Santa Claus. The guy, I believe, I haven't looked at it. I can't bear to look at it, to tell you the truth. With 2,600, I believe, friends now getting this message from me. I can't bear to look at it, but it's somebody, as I mentioned, that knows me. It's a rival who doesn't like me, evidently, wants to undo what we've been doing there for years. So he was able to get in there and hack it, but he didn't do anything except to start sending out messages that make it sound like he's me. This is very, I can't say depressing, but if it was the old me, I would really get angry. I tried to get in there myself a few times with a password, Then I got last week a note from Facebook that said I was banned. So I had sent in a letter about this. I tried to make calls there. I tried to talk about this, but I just kept getting rejected. I don't know if it has to do with their negligence, or they just don't want religious around there. I don't know. But being banned, I went to another account I had. I made a second account a long time ago so I could, from the perspective of not being known, I could watch the Yahad think tank. We have one, two, three, four other sites there that are groups. One's Apocrypha group. There's New Testament Code group, Primitive Essene group, and of course, fourth one is the Yahad think tank, which I built it up to about 700 people in there. That took a lot of work. Right now, there's about 666. So I'm losing access to all that. But this other account, I tried to get in there and the password had been changed there too. And I tried to get in there with an old password and everything else. And then I got this notice. So as I mentioned, 180 days to answer to that, which I'm going to try to do. But I'm concerned about the possibility that they won't accept what I send or won't even look at it. Um, what I wanted to ask you is to put in the chat, if you are a Facebook user, put FB in the chat if you would, if you don't mind telling me. You know, that Facebook, a lot of people say how evil that is. You ought to hear the Sunday preacher preach against that. But I see that, and I have seen it, as one of the greatest opportunities for evangelism, the greatest opportunity to get your godly stuff out there. And I'm going to continue to look at it that way. But you can't do this for that long without having some problems. And of course, I've had problems with it. I've had lots of stuff I put on there just disappear. I had somebody that was disaffected with the group break into it some years ago and let loose 120 of the people that had joined there. Finally found out who that was. I suspect who's behind this. I suspect. In fact, I'm probably 80% sure. I know somebody here that's very disaffected that has the online ability to do these things, and somebody that's vindictive enough to do them. But I can't say for sure because I don't know. But what can happen if you have a Facebook account, you can just put up a message and I'll send it to you regarding the fact that that's not me anymore. I know that some of you probably have friends, that same friends as I do. I noticed some people on there have 200 of the same friends I do. And I'll send that to you if you'll take it or bring it along next Shabbat. But there needs to be some prayer here if we're to get this back, because without it, I can't announce these services anymore. I can't put them up there anymore. I can't do live anymore. And that is going to hurt. It's going to hurt us as an evangelical group. So I just want you to think about that too. Just pray about that. Pray for, pray against. And in the meantime, no, Lauren, I don't think so because I don't know, but some of you, I'm sure, have been praying for him anyway. Um, and I'll get the message out to you that could go up on your page occasionally if you don't mind. And maybe somebody that's in the Vero Yahad think tank could maybe put up the videos up there and do announcements. You've got to be somewhat skilled with it, but it's not very hard. All right, I'll leave that there. Uh, Paul, you are the next one.
Thank you, brother. First, two things. First thing I want to say is, brother, I know you're going to come back stronger and bigger than ever after this trial that you're going through with Facebook. Your information is too valuable to the community uh, of the remnant, and that's why you're getting attacked because the evil one don't want to see that happen. But I believe you're going to come back bigger and better and overcome. So I just wanted to say that. The other thing too is I've been called out since about 4 years now, and I've been dabbling into the constitutional stuff and sovereignty and really getting very interested in it, but it's kind of lost. But I decided I listened to one of a presentation from a brother on his name. He's on there as the man called Gavar, and I reached out to him, and we've had some excellent, eye-opening, brain-exploding conversations about what's going on in this country. And he's definitely very knowledgeable in constitutional stuff and sovereignty, and things of that nature. And I'd love to hear him do another presentation here on the Shabbat, brother. But well, that's in your hands, whatever you say. And if anybody wants to get more in touch with what's going, your sovereignty and what Yah has given us as people of His, reach out to him, reach out to Gavar, and have a conversation with him. So that's all I wanted to do, just talk about that. And great assembly, brother. Thanks.
Thank you. And yes, Gavar is very knowledgeable about legalities. And we did lose one person over his last appearance, but it's just one person who said, well, that Gavar is just into conspiracy theories, but I know that some of the things that he shared with us before are absolutely true. All right, Melissa, and then we'll
Well,
go on to a
I I just had a suggestion that if you have a new page while you're waiting for your old pages to get worked out,
I'm
if
back.
you had a new
I
page,
can't do a new page.
okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Because I think that people would really just all be glad to have a place to find out where they can talk again.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. So look, this isn't about me and popularity. I'm an introvert. I'm not interested in being popular or even competing. But I do know that through Nazarene Acts especially, a lot of people have been touched by this ministry and coming through this small congregation, a lot of people have received. And I'm not exaggerating when I say thousands of people. I don't think we'll ever know the extent of it. And still on YouTube, we do have that for the time being. And we've got a bunch of friends up there, but you don't have the reach in YouTube that you do on Facebook when people subscribe to you for personal reasons and then hear what you've got to say. So, yeah, any suggestions will be good. Please email them to me. Let me give you an email address in the chat. This is my personal address, so
My suggestion was that maybe the letter that you got that said that you were banned, maybe that was false from the person that sabotaged you.
might be.
Maybe you're not really banned. So maybe you could try, and then at least people would get to see you.
Well, those two accounts that I had were both they're both gone. I mean, they're banned. I don't have them anymore. But yeah,
Yeah.
try again. I'm afraid if I try again though, um, which I already did one time, I tried again and they took it down.
Hmm.
So, oh well, do your research, Melissa. You're so good at that. Let me know if you got. All
I
right.
mean, I had an idea when you said that. I thought, would somebody be that devious that
Yeah.
actually knows you? I could see if it was some random person in another country just wanting to steal pages to get, because they'll say, we'll reinstate your page to you for X amount of dollars.
I would expect that.
Yeah, if you give us $500 today, we'll give you your page back. Because they did that to me before, and
That
I just didn't get the page back. But yeah, I would hope that you can get your page back if you keep working at it, contacting Facebook.
I am.
I tried to mark that it was that the page was, I reported it. It gives you a little button there that you can report that this is not the right person. So if every person
Yes.
keeps reporting it, maybe they'll know this ain't right.
Mhm. That would be very helpful. But in the meantime, if the banning note is legit, it says you've got 180 days to try to recover this. Um, I'm really good at documenting, and that's what I'm going to
Mhm.
probably going to take me a week to write up a document for that. I've been really busy with other documents, immigration documents and so forth. But next week I will take time for that. And I feel confident that I can convince them that that's my side. If they care to even look at this documentation. So, okay, yeah, if you can put something up there, I'll write something up and give it to you by email or by next Shabbat. And in the meantime, if you do want to hang around, I have that story for you. And I'm going to start it up now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. It means a lot, a lot.